Nigel.
So now we'll talk about Nigel, which is a player that I experienced a lot of fun with while being incredibly sick and just not willing to deal with shit. And I think you were there at the table at the time.
Yes.
And the stares, I didn't say anything visibly, like verbally, but visually I was annoyed. I think he was a sorcerer and he wanted to polymorph and change the stats of the polymorph creature because I, as a DM, change the stats of creatures. Therefore, as a player, I could also do that.
The best explanation I can come up with of a Nigel is if there's a rule, they would like to change it.
Yeah.
Unless it affects their character,
Yeah.
then they wouldn't like to change it, and they will explicitly tell you what page it's on and how to abide by that rule unless it doesn't suit their character.
The best Nigel experience I've got is a player having not quite a mental breakdown, but like a breakdown because they wanted to exploit certain rulings in D&D, but because the DM was inexperienced, it didn't know how that works, came up with something completely different. And they were like, "No, I'm out. I built my character to exploit this, and it's not even in the game. I'm gone.
Yeah,
you're a horrible DM." And they left.
A Nigel will play a Dragonborn just so he can polymorph into a dragon because those are connected.
yes.
Somewhat. Yeah.
Nigel is the epitome of rules lawyers.
Yeah.
Because they're a lawyer. In real life, they're a rules lawyer anywhere.
In the game.
But they don't quite understand the rules.
No, they don't.
They think they know the rules, and they try
also join your table regardless of you saying that you're adding them to the table.
I'm sorry, I don't have any room to fit you on the table. Oh, you're sitting down. Oh, what's your character? Oh, you're playing a dragon. Oh, you're a Dragonborn? Okay. Why are you flying? Oh, okay. You've changed the rules. Okay. Hi, Nigel.
I think
if there isn't a seat, he'll make a seat out of the corpse of another person who's trying at the table.
I just remembered something about a Nigel, the magic resistance.
Yes. The pseudo dragon magic resistance against a meteor swarm. So if any of you know about a meteor swarm, it has a lot of damage, and if you know anything about pseudo dragons, they have like 2 hit points. So resistance means they take half of that magical damage on their 2 hit point creature.
Yeah.
We all know a Nigel.
But they are amusing as a DM, but frustrating as a DM at the same time. Like a Steve, but a bad kind of Steve.
But they're not amusing for other players.
They're not. They're just very frustrating.
They hold up because they're so caught up on...
Why not?
Like...
That's,
Or that they've got this impression or understanding of a rule that's wrong, and they can't let it go.
Yeah.
Like with the magic resistance, they didn't get it, did they?
No.
So they kept going, but magic resistance.
Yeah.
And they didn't
saw magic resistance as nullification more than resistance.
Yeah.
They saw it and they got this, I don't know, janky understanding of what it is according to them.
Yeah.
Without actually looking at what magic resistance is. And if you know how resistances work, then it's not get out of jail free.
It's not.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah. There are stuff that does magic nullification, but that's way beyond any PC's capability.
And pseudo dragon's not gonna be able to dodge a 9th level spell.
It's a familiar. It's a little itty bitty dragon on a fucking meteor.
Yeah.
It's like a fly on a windscreen. That's legitimately the best way to acknowledge that stuff.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. It doesn't care. It's not going to stop it.
The meteor swarms hitting that area, but like the pseudo dragon's kind of not even.
It's like a player using an hour to stop a dragon's breath.
we
Calm down, Dave.
I wish that wasn't even a thing, but there was a player who used to frequently have his familiar kamikaze into like oncoming projectiles to like try and stop the damage from happening.
Well, you let him have it. 1 point of damage reduced. Like, that was pretty good.
Like, if you guys know how big a cone of cold is, and just how massive that is, and imagine like an owl, maybe yay big, flying into that, expecting that to do something.
That blocks them. That totally blocks all damage incoming
I mean,
That's
if
my
it's-
magical owl.
You know what? If it's a baby dragon, like a small dragon, and you have the owl, like, I need you to suicide into that dragon's throat and like choke
Yeah.
it to death.
Sure.
Maybe.
I'd allow that. I would. I
I mean,
would
Yeah,
allow
but
that.
it wouldn't have worked because it was an acid dragon, so that would have done nothing.
It would be cool, and rule of cool point would mean you could attempt
If it was explained cool, and you're willing to sacrifice
No,
that one.
I think all he did was wings stretch out, block the acid.
Yeah, I was like, it's not going to work if you say, "Ow, protect me," and hold it up in front of you.
Like
no.
poison. No, like I don't think there's a single breath weapon that a owl could block.
No, there's not.
No.
Psychic.
Anyway, we all know.
Yeah,
We all know. Yeah.
that look is great.
Nigels.
Nigels, they are. Yeah.